After more than a decade of dues paying, Twisted Sister finally caught their break. In December of '82, Atlantic Records Europe exec Phil Carson signed the Sisters, unaware that the company's American division had already rejected the group several times.
When I made that call over to Atlantic to tell them I'd signed Twisted Sister, that's the point where I realized they're not too happy with me for signing this group. I said, oh, okay, well, fine. Well, look, they're signed. I'm making the record, and I'm looking to you to make sure they sell.
Although Atlantic Records America wasn't that interested in the band, Twisted Sister was undaunted. In June of '83, they released the triumphantly entitled You Can't Stop Rock and Roll.
You can't stop rock and roll.
The record had a more polished sound than the Sisters' debut album, and their first music video sparked a fruitful friendship with MTV.
MTV pulled a few seconds of You Can't Stop Rock and Roll to use as a promo. That got a tremendous response. People wanted to know who the band was, where's the music, you know, when can you see these guys?
You can't stop rock and roll.
With almost no label promotion, You Can't Stop Rock and Roll bowled over metal-loving mobs on both sides of the Atlantic. The record sold 100,000 copies, shocking the head of Atlantic Records.
He said, I didn't really support the band, and you sold 100,000 records on your own. He said, but I understand now, and I'm going to make you the biggest band in the world next year.
The time was right for Twisted Sister to take off. In late '83, the LA band Quiet Riot released Metal Health, and it became the first heavy metal debut album ever to hit #1 on the charts. Dee was hell-bent on pushing the Sisters to similar success.
I was a machine, and I was on a mission. You know, lead, follow, get the out of the way.
Don't make a stand, just step aside.
I think at that point, creatively, it became very much insular. Didn't have that much input from the band anymore. And that's the reality of it.
If you don't have what it takes, don't try to play, you'll lose your stakes.
I just kind of said, okay, fine, you know, team player, you go with it. Let's see what the end result is.
It's the nature of the beast.
By the spring of '84, Dee Snider seemed to embody the band. An impression that would be fortified by the cover of the group's next album, Stay Hungry.
Stay hungry with the desire.
The photo shoot for the record centered around eating a massive rotting cow bone. At first, all the band members were taking bites, but eventually the bone wound up with a solo sister.
I grabbed the stinky bone, and I started posing with the bone. And that became the album cover, which sort of sealed the fate of the image of Dee Snider as Twisted Sister.
Dee's influence would only increase. He was determined to create a visionary video for the album's first single, We're Not Gonna Take It, sharing his innovative concept with director Marty Callner.
What do you want to do with your life?
I want to rock. And I laid out the whole story of we're not going to take it with the father yelling at the son, and they proceed to blow Dad out the window. And the son turns into me, and then sort of torture Dad in a cartoonish manner. And he went, wow, this is great.
It was one of the first concept videos where there was a story, a beginning, middle, and end.
It wasn't the band just selling a product, it was a short movie in itself.
With the video at the vanguard of a publicity blitz, Stay Hungry was released in May of '84, and Twisted Sister quickly hit a heavy metal mother load.
The band on the map. It was groundbreaking in the fact that it showed how powerful a video could be to music sales.
The record got released in May. The record was gold by August, platinum by October, and the band was off and running on a worldwide tour.
We are Twisted Sister!
Stay Hungry would eventually sell nearly 4 million copies, validating the direction Dee had taken the band.
Don't let me down.
Let's see what the end result is. End result was a smash hit.
Dee was definitely a device, a weapon to conquer the world with. No two ways about it. No one could touch him.
Hello, students.
In the fall of '84, Twisted Sister released a video to their second single, another rebellious refrain called I Wanna Rock.
Twisted Sister. All right, Mr. Sister. I want you to tell me, what do you want to do with your life?
I wanna rock!
Its cartoon-like violence was similar to We're Not Gonna Take It. And together, the videos attracted a younger audience to the group.
So many people were enjoying the entertainment value of the video and the catchy Twisted Sister songs that all of a sudden a younger crowd was starting to show up. And I mean younger, I'm talking about elementary school, junior high. Families were showing up at our concerts.
Turn the power up. I'm waiting for so long so I can hear my favorite song, so let's go!
But some found the band's R-rated act too racy for their prepubescent public, something the sisters discovered in October of '84 when a 9-year-old boy and his parents attended a concert in Amarillo, Texas.
Come on in, child, take my hand.
His parents are there and they're hearing me tell somebody in the crowd to suck my d. But I said that every night of the year when I was in the clubs, when someone was heckling me, suck my d. That's New York. Of course, they weren't that familiar with that out in the heartland.
There's just 5 words to say as you go down.
Disgusted by Dee's remarks, the boy's parents immediately called the Amarillo Police Department.
You're gonna burn in hell.
I see all the police on the side, like, you know. And then, you know, we finished the set, and Dee goes off, you know, and then they grab him.
I said, why? I said, well, some mother who brought her 9-year-old son to the show has pressed charges. She's offended by your language and the way you acted on stage, and I want to arrest you for disorderly conduct, maybe inciting a riot.
The next morning, Dee's arrest was front-page news. The public was outraged at his behavior, although the sisters couldn't see why.
Well, we don't care what you say. We're the bad boys of rock and roll.
We weren't doing anything wrong. You know, we weren't executing people. We weren't torturing people. We weren't, you know, having sex with farm animals. I mean, we were just up there and so what? Like you never said you know, or you never heard it. Oh, excuse me, you know. This is America, freedom of speech. Whatever happened to that?
What's wrong if it's something we said? The bad boys.
Dee eventually settled the matter by paying a fine of $75. But the sisters would soon find there was a much higher price to be paid. Next, the sisters become whipping boys.